So first, we're gonna, of course, prime our face with the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer. Make sure we're nice and covered, not a single spot's missing. You know, you can't start art on a blank canvas, man. You gotta make sure you got something on there to start it off right. So I'm taking the Unique Mineral Powder Concealer, and I'm gonna use that to set my primer, just so my foundation can apply a bit smoother when we get to that step. And I love to use a powder puff because it just seems to get it in there better than my beauty sponge does. And I'm going to take my Milani Dip Brow in dark brown. And bam, look at that one that's already done. And that cute face. Bam, full package. And I like to, as I've stated before, I like to do my eyebrows and my eyes before my foundation in case I do mess up, which I have several times because not everyone's perfect. So we're gonna draw our eyebrows on. Stay in between the lines and you'll be set. Except my tail did give me a hard time for a while, and I'm not sure. I had to stop and take a good 5 minutes on trying to fill her in because it would not. I don't know why. My left brow was not having it that day, and I don't know why. I love and support her. She just hurts me, and I don't know why. But anyway, continue to fill in our brows because I like a darker brow than what my hair color is. Don't know why. I do. I feel like it frames my face better. And I do apologize for all the faces I make when I mess up. Not my Wet n Wild. I apologize. And we're going to take a concealer and brush out the brow product. I'm going to use it to clean up my brow, faces. But I somehow messed up on cleaning up my brow and cleaned up a little too much. As you saw there. I fixed it, and we're going to go back to cleaning it up. Pretend it didn't happen. Just erase it from your mind. We're all good. We're cleaning it up. And now we're just going to blend it out with the Real Techniques beauty sponge because she works. That's all I need. We don't need no harsh light except our eyebrows, and that's even a statement. Don't quote me. And I'm going to use a CoverGirl Concealer Professional because I like to set my brow hairs out a little bit more just so it doesn't look too fake. And I'm taking my concealer and sand once again for my primer on my eyes, and I'm going to blend that out with my beauty sponge. Blend, blend, blend. Bam, other one's done. So now I'm going to take my Profusion Contour Palette, and I'm going to take the second highlight shade. I'm going to use that to set my eyes. So now I'm going to take Reglar from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to buff that into my crease. And when I mean buff, I buffed her in for a good 10 minutes because I'm very paranoid when it comes to blending. If I'm not blended, I will freak out. Presto from the Balm Jovi palette, and I'm going to use that to darken the crease a little bit. Just knocking off all that extra, man. Drop a brush. It's my talent. And blending. Just blend, blend, blend. I'm taking Allegro from the Balm Jovi palette as well, and I'm going to use that to help blend out the top of Reglar and the crease, just so it's not as far up to my brows. And I'm taking Reglar back in the crease again to help darken it a little because it got lost between Presto and Allegro. So, you know, while we don't need as much of her, we still need her. Taking Presto in the inner and outer corners because we are doing a halo. And just keep buffing it in. Buff to your heart's content, man. Now we're taking Cypress Umber, also from the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to use that to darken the inner and outer corners once again. It's a theme. And I'm going to take Antique Bronze from Modern Renaissance, and I'm going to put that in the middle of my eye to use it as a transition shade from Solid Gold and Cypress Umber because I didn't like how it just went straight on, so you gotta use something. Everything flows together here. Spraying my brush once again, and I'm taking Iron Maiden, and I'm going to throw that straight in the middle on top of solid gold. Layering colors, layering in brightness. Building and building and building. Once again, and throwing it back into the crease, helping blending out those gold shades. Now I'm taking red ochre and I'm throwing that in the outer corners to give it a little bit more the same tone, shade, range as Reglar. Now I'm taking my Milani eyeliner in brown, and I use that to line my lash lines so my falsies have something to apply and blend into better. Except I had to get really uncomfortably close, and it was kind of hard. It was harder on my part to do this, so I apologize that my palette is in the way, but straight lines is more apparent than seeing sometimes. So now I'm just gonna basically curl my lashes. Simple. I'm taking Flamed Out by CoverGirl, and I'm gonna throw that on my lashes because this is my absolute favorite mascara. I love it so much, and I'm upset that I can only buy it offline now. We're now taking the Revlon Color Stay Foundation in shade 250 Natural Beige, and I'm taking a Wet n Wild brush and I'm throwing that all over my face because I love to cake face. I don't know why, but I always end up doing it. So, throwing this all over my face, on my ears, on my neck, because you can't, gotta be blended, you gotta match. I don't play that game. I do get really red when I don't. I don't know. But now I'm taking the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and I'm kind of buffing that all out so it's not as streaky. Because while I do love using a brush, I do see that it does get streaky. So yeah, really streaky. And now I'm taking my foundation on the Beauty Sponge and I'm blending it down on my neck so it has a more airbrushed, natural look. And now we're taking that unique mineral concealer once again. I forgot what it was called. I apologize. And I'm taking my powder puff and I'm buffing that all in. And I'm taking, once again, Maybelline concealer and sand, and I'm throwing that all over. And I'm not going to lie, I did use 2 beauty sponges, and you will see. You will see on my left eye. So I use my right hand. I look at it, I'm like, okay, I use my left hand, go back to my right hand. The level of extra I am. And I'm taking some more up. So now I'm taking my Maybelline concealer in Fair, and I'm using that to help brighten up in those inner corners where you can tell I don't get enough sleep. But it's fine. We gonna bake. And I'm using the Unique Mineral Concealer once again to bake, because that's what it's for. It's a concealer, so why not use it to bake my concealer? And now I'm taking it on different high points on my face, on my nose, my chin, in between my eyebrows. Blend, 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 blend. I can't sing, I apologize. And now I'm going to take it. Nope, I'm a liar. I'm gonna bake those spots before I do my Cupid's bow and underneath my cheekbones. But hey man, not everyone's perfect. I change up my routine all the time. So I'm taking sand underneath my cheekbones, making sure they're even, blending them out because we ain't got time to waste. I don't want that to dry and I'm stuck with 2 harsh lines underneath my cheekbone. And then taking my concealer and bake, bake, bake. And I like to pull it to the edge of my mouth so I make sure they're pretty even. I'm taking Fair in my concealer and we're going to blend that out on my Cupid's bow. Want that to stand out a little bit more. And we're going to bake it as well. I'm going to brush off all the spots that I've been baking for a while. My forehead, my under eyes, my nose, my chin. And now we're taking Elizabeth Mott What Up Beaches as my bronzer. And I love this bronzer. I'd like to shout out to Ipsy for sending me this. I'm truly blessed. But I'm also not gonna lie, I will sit there and spend about 5 minutes applying bronzer. I don't know why. I'm very light-handed because I don't want to put too much on. And same with my highlighter, except I am very heavy-handed with highlighter. Pretty sure I cut out a good 4 minutes worth of me just sitting there packing on highlighter. Gotta bronze that forehead because, my short hair don't help that I got a big forehead. And now I'm taking the two first contour shades from the Profusion contour palette, and I'm throwing that right underneath that bronzer, my chin, because I'm not gonna lie, I do got a double chin. Why I do embrace it in some angles, not in this one. We gonna carve her out, honey. We're gonna bake underneath those cheekbones once again, because you can't be sure. And blending out some more. Gotta make sure. Gotta go fast. That's the wrong brush. And I'm taking a homemade lip scrub, and I'm using that, of course, on my lips. I don't know where else I'm gonna be using it. But prepping my lips for the lipstick stage, because the liquid lipsticks literally suck the life out of you and your lips. So, it's cute. And we're gonna brush off our bake, because I'm not trying to go out with bake underneath there. It's not a cute look. And now we're taking Mario Badescu rose water, and we're going to spray that all over to help those powders sink into your foundation, because it works so well. And now I'm using my Wet n Wild highlighter and a small eyeshadow brush to help pack it on. I'm going to get that wet real quick, but I'm putting it on with my finger first. My logic does not always add up sometimes, I'm not going to lie. And here we go. This is where I start putting it on. And I'm like, it's not enough. Nope, not enough. You will see me through space. I'm here. Landing strip. I'm the number one star. And we're gonna buff it out, because while I do love it, I don't like having that harsh line. And we're gonna throw it onto my eyebrows, right under my eyebrow, because we gotta be glowing. It's cute. So now I'm taking my highlight again and Vermeer from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to spray my brush real quick, and I'm going to pop them in my inner corner, because got to blind them straight from your inner corner, man. Eyes are the window of the soul. You got to draw something to them, man. And a bright, blinding, beautiful inner corner, it makes me tear up every time. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a good 5 minutes just sitting there like, ooh. Nick Suede and put it on. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, it's so beautiful. With and without a lip liner. So, like it said, I'm just putting it on. Making sure she's nice and on there. So, taking some Kiss lashes in number 11, I believe. Also, I'm really bad at putting on falsies, so, it's a mood. But I'm thankful for the tools they give us, because I'm also the God-given tools I was given, my hands. That inner corner would not stay down, I'm not gonna lie. She bugged me for a good couple of minutes. I was like, why? What did I do to deserve this? Nothing. Bam, they're both on. Magic. And we're taking Flamed Out by CoverGirl once again to blend them to my natural lashes. And we're taking some more highlighter on that Cupid's bow, because she got lost in that black. And I do put some on my ears. Shout out to Breckman Rock for doing this to me.